If you are hustling super hard to get more online clients, you're doing it all wrong. Especially if you have a life business where you're helping others or teaching others because they want to be like you and they want to live like you. So when you're putting out content and other marketing materials on social media and it's coming from a place of hustling and being needy for clients, you are literally operating with a scarcity mindset. You are giving off scarcity energy. I know energy is woo woo, but if I'm making this video repeatedly trying to get you to buy something from me, you're annoyed, and that is scarcity energy, and you wouldn't watch this, right? Like it is, that's not a good thing to watch. So don't get messed up with the word energy there. And you are literally living a scarce life. So this repels people. Being scarce instead of abundant repels people instead of attracting them. And this is why sometimes it can feel like no one wants to work with you. And I've made multiple six figures online and built a multiple six-figure online business. So I'm going to show you exactly what I did to fix this. And that begs the question, how do we fix this? Well, there are three main things that you can do. The last one is probably just a small tweak to what most of you are currently doing, and it really works like magic. So we got three of them to cover. Let's cover the first one. The first one is to only accept people that you actually want to work with. Stop accepting people just to make money. Okay? Because when you're doing this, when you accept people that you only want to work with, the difference between needing to work with someone and wanting to work with someone is a huge, huge difference, both for you, your mindset, your health, your energy, your brain capacity, and for the people wanting to buy from you. If they feel like you want to work with them, they feel wanted, they feel good. But if it feels like you need them to work with you, that is scarcity energy, and that is giving off scarcity vibes, and you're living a scarce life instead of living life abundantly. And so if the difference here is literally, look at this, just simply changing one word. I need to get this client versus I want to get this client. I need to make more money versus I want to make more money. I need to close this deal versus I want to close this deal. Do you see the stark contrast here between needing and wanting? There's nothing wrong with wanting something. We are told that wanting things are bad. There's nothing wrong with wanting something. It's when your want for it overpowers a lot of your other senses and responsibilities is when it becomes an issue. But when it's in regards to your business, there's nothing wrong with wanting to work with the right people, wanting to work with specific clients, instead of needing to work with them and being very scarce instead of living abundantly. Because when you say these things, when you say, I need to get this client, I need to make more money, I need to close this deal, you sound desperate, you sound scarce, you sound selfish. And instead, if you say, I want to get this client, I want to make more money, I want to close this deal, you are problem solving, which is what people pay you for. You are living abundantly, and you are being selfless. So here you are being not valuable, and here you are being valuable, and people will pay you for being valuable. So that is the difference between needing and wanting, and it is okay to want. Now, the second point is that you care too much about the outputs. And remember, the third part here that we're going to go over is just a small little tweak. The first two are a little bit more in depth, especially this one. So that third one is just a little small tweak, which we'll get to right after this. So the second point is you are caring way too much about the outputs, and you are not caring about the inputs. Let me explain, or let me show you how this is the case. Now, if your life currently right now looks like this, no bueno, not good. Your whole life revolves around you needing to get more clients. all your time, all your energy, your social life, your sanity, your brain space, your creativity is all going into you getting more clients, and it's taking up 100% of these things. When your whole life revolves around you getting more clients, this ruins your outlook on life and your ability to enjoy life. So if your life is looking like this right now, fix that. Fix that. And that's easy to say, but it's hard to do. I totally get it. I've been there too. But I'm going to show you kind of what you can do, kind of a little mental model for you here to show you what you can do to be able to start to fix this and start to get away from your life looking like this, and to get your life to look a little bit more clients not being the center of your universe, but being just part of your universe and having you in the middle. So if we want to avoid this, this is how we do that. So essentially right now, this is how you make money. You put in inputs, right? This is your, I nicknamed it the Money Machine 2.0. You put in inputs and you put in creativity, energy, time, effort, work, whatever you want to call it, and you get outputs. You get clients, you get money, right? This is how it works. You put it in, and this is what you get out. You put in inputs, you get out outputs. What happens is, a lot of the time, people end up doing something more like this. And this is where we run into problems. Because, why? Because we get so focused on the outputs. We get so focused on the, I need clients, I need money, I need to, once again, going back to the need, I need to get this client, I need to make this deal, I need to close this deal, I need to make this money. And we get so focused on these outputs that we forget about the inputs. What happened to the inputs? What happened to putting creativity in it? What happened to your energy? What happened to your time? What happened to taking these important things that actually make you money and the things that the inputs that you need in order to get the outputs? You need to put this into the money machine, but you're just so focused on the outputs that you forget to put the ingredients in. You forget to put the things in that actually make you money. And so then what ends up happening is nothing. Nothing comes out because you're so focused on the outputs. You're so focused on what comes from the work that you're doing, and you're not focused on the actual doing of the work. And therefore, you end up with nothing. This is a sure way to not make money. Because the money machine needs inputs to give you money, to give you outputs. So you have to fix this. And once you fix this, then your world is going to stop revolving around getting more clients, and you're going to get your sanity back. You're going to get your brain space back. You're going to be more creative. You're going to have a better social life. You're going to have more energy. You're going to have more time to do things, because clients is not the center of your world anymore. Focusing on the inputs is, and being specific about the way that you work and specific in your inputs, and having leveraged inputs so that you get multiple outputs with small amounts of inputs, or all that stuff, which I don't have time to go into in this video, but I have gone over in other videos before. So make sure you check out other videos that I have made going over that topic. So the last thing here, this is the little trick that you can use and literally implement right now that will make a huge difference. It is called the power and authority of no. Basically, what you want to do is you want to do something to signal to them that you turn down money. I'll give you an example. This is what I do. I tell people I don't do sales calls. And then they go, oh, he doesn't even need my money, right? Because what do they think is going to happen on a sales call? You're going to try to sell them. But when I go and I say, hey, look, I don't do sales calls. If you're not ready yet, no worries. If you are ready, you want to get help from me, you want to get one-on-one mentorship and help from me to grow your online life business so that you can actually enjoy your life and do something that you love and make money from it, And then they're expecting me to pitch them on a sales call. And then I say, oh yeah, I don't do sales calls. Like, if you want to work with me, cool. Shoot me a message on Instagram. If you're not ready yet, keep watching my videos, I guess. That's fine. Right? Because sales calls for me they're a waste of time. I hate them. They it's whatever, half hour, an hour, 45 minutes of the day. But then I'm thinking about the sales call the whole day. And then my brain space, creativity, all that stuff I just mentioned is focused on getting more clients, and it's not good. So it's negative for me, and it's also negative for them because, it'll be positive for them because they go, oh, he doesn't even need my money, or she. But in this case, this is me, the example of me. So do something to signal to them that you turn down money. Do something to signal to them that you don't need their money. Because the truth is you don't, and you shouldn't need their money, because like we talked about in the beginning, if you need their money, you have a problem, and you need to fix that to, yeah, I want this client. I would like to work with them. I would like to take their money, but I don't need it, and I'll be perfectly fine without it. And that gives you incredible power and authority instead of being needy. And I'll end off with this here. What happens if you don't do it? Let that sink in. What happens if you don't attempt to live the life that you want to live? What happens if you don't give it a shot? What happens if you don't try to build that business, that life business, that doing something that you love for a living and making money from it? What happens if you don't do it? At the end of your life, you're going to regret it. You're going to regret not even trying. Even if you tried, you still won't regret that you tried. You'll at least still feel that you tried and still feel like you've done something. And so if you don't do something, that's what you're going to regret. People always regret the things that they don't do. And so my question to you today to end it off with is, what happens if you don't do it? And so this is something that I would assume that Stephen would be asking himself. I just made a video with Stephen yesterday, and I will post it up at the end of this video here. It'll be the next one. You can watch it if you want. And Stephen was making $1,500 to $2,000 a month on average with his online business, doing something that he loves and enjoying his life and enjoying his business. And he was making $1,500 to $2,000 a month, and he was very overworked and underpaid. And now he literally told me in this video, he said, dude, I'm here in New York right now for a month. I left I can't remember where he's in. South Carolina, I think. And I think he's in one of the Carolinas. And he's like, I left and I was able to go to New York for a month. And I just had my biggest month last month. And he's doing what he loves. He is truly living out his life business. So you can watch that video next. I'll cue it up at the end here. But let that sink in. What happens if you don't do it? And with that, I will leave you to think about that and let that eat away at your soul for today. Until I see you tomorrow and we talk about something else, and then you'll have something else on your mind. So I'll see you on tomorrow's video. And if you want to reach out to me, link in the description to my Instagram. You can chat with me on there, and we'll see you tomorrow.